guys, welcome back. It's another lovely week ahead. Yeah? Yeah. Let's make it a lovely week. Yeah. Alright, so once again, we are back with the weekly message. Um, so it is up to you to pick a pile that you feel drawn to. And if there is a message anywhere in the other piles that you feel connected to or resonates with you, take it. Okay? Because it's probably meant for you too. You have to remember that these are collective messages, and sometimes messages may resonate with you, and some other part of a different message may resonate with you too. Okay? So just make sure that, you listen. You listen well. Okay? Um, so we have our pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. Now I picked a tarot and I picked an oracle to go along with these messages to see, what other message could be relayed with it as well. And I'm just trying to, spice things up a little bit. See, try to do something a little bit different. Yeah. But anyways, so you take your time, you pick a pile. And if you need more time to kind of like focus in, then pause this now. Now is the time to pause. I'll give you to the count of what, 3? 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. We good? We good? Yeah, we good. All right. All right. So with pile 1, here we go. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's some. Yeah. There's some work. That's what I was about to say. There's some work going on. There's some work. Okay. Definitely some work. But in a positive manner. Okay, we have the temperance coming up here. Okay, and we got the chugga chugga choo choo. We got the train. Okay, what are we talking about here, guys? Now, temperance is usually associated with dualities and balancing those dualities. Um, but I get the underlying sense that this is more to do with a bit of patience. Okay, you like to rush through things, but you need patience on this matter, and it has something to do with work. Okay, this has something to do with work, career, business type of idea. Okay, there's this patience that is needing to be involved in this situation, whether or not it's like, I feel like it's like a new venture for you, almost like a promotion, or perhaps even like a completely like different like a career switch of some sort. But with the train, okay, the train coming up, you're basically getting the green light to go. Okay, they're basically stating that you're on the right track. But you're on the right track, but this is where the but comes in. This is where the patience comes into play. Okay, because when you start getting impatient and you start rushing through things instead of taking it piece by piece, you might end up finding yourself a little bit derailed, so to speak. Okay? Because sometimes your impatience can be a bit of like a sabotage to yourself. So slow down and make sure that you take the time to assess the situation completely. Is this career change going to be beneficial for me? Does this require me to move locations? Do I need to upgrade my skill set or my learning in order to acquire this position? Do I need to look at different ways on how to operate my business? You have to be asking yourself these questions, okay? But you are going to be on the right track for this. And don't doubt that you can't do this either. That's the other big thing too. Because I feel like you're the type of person, like, you would dig your heels in and prove everybody wrong that you could do it. So do that when it comes to this career change, or this business venture that you might be having your eye on. Okay, even though it may require some kind of upgrade of skill, is what I'm picking up on. Just remember to be patient. Okay, all good things come when you're patient, right? So that's that message. Let's move on to the next one. What we got here? This song, changes. Time to face the strange. David Bowie. Of course. We've got death and rebirth coming up here, guys. That's all about change and transformation. Wow. Okay. And we've got the snake in reverse. This is a good combo, guys. Okay, we're talking about like being able to pull yourself away from temptations, or pull yourself away from negative situations that may have been impacting you, or affecting you. And because of this pull away, okay, being able to get over these obstacles and this hurdle, or these hurdles, I should say, there's multiple. Okay, it wasn't just one. There was multiple trials and tribulations here. It's now opened up the way for you to transition through this time of change. Okay, so you had to do some learning. You had to do some learning, and be able to spot those temptations and get through some of those negative trials in order for this change to occur. Now, this change is more of a neutral change, but more on like the more positive end of things. Okay, I say neutral because it's not going to be like this, the earth shakes change kind of idea. Okay, but it's just going to be that slight change, and this is something to do with like upholding your boundaries and upholding your ideas and your values. Okay, and I feel like this indicates that there might also be this connection that you may have had to release, whether it be family. I get the sense that it's family, that may have been kind of like adding the kind of like negative components to how you think or have thought things were supposed to be. But it was like this family that was basically this family member, or someone who feels like family, who basically was telling you, there's no way you can do this, there's no way you can do this, oh, you need me for this, you need me for this, when in fact this person was like giving you the two-face and dragging your name through the dirt. Okay, so I think this change for you, although it may be subtle, there's this kind of recognition of putting your boundaries back up into play, especially with individuals that you thought you could have trusted. And this individual in particular, I feel like this is just like you're blocking this person now and you're moving on, and you're going to be achieving what you've been wanting to achieve without having that kind of like hold back feeling. But like I said, it's not one of those changes that is like ground shaking. It's like a kind of like a smooth change that you almost wouldn't kind of register, right? But it's more like changing how you deal with certain people, even the ones that are supposed to be like really trustworthy and close to you, right? Setting those boundaries. Even revisiting some boundaries and possibly tweaking them, okay, to kind of help you a little bit. But this change, even though it's on a neutral stance, there is this positive where you have learned from this situation, and you now recognize what you need to be doing and what steps you need to be taking to continue forward. Okay, very jumbled message, but hopefully that makes sense. All right, that's what I'm picking up on. All right. As far as temptations go, it could have been a temptation with, like, say, old habits, um, unhealthy habits. Unhealthy habits being like, oh, drinking too much coffee or smoking too many cigarettes, or it's not so much like hard addictions, but there's still a temptation, okay, and learning to get over those temptations. So there's a bit of a dual message with that. So there's this small change that is coming, and you won't recognize this change, but it is in a positive sense where you're, like I said before, okay, you're revisiting those boundaries, you're reassessing what you need to be putting into place for yourself, okay, but you've overcome these temptations and this connection that was dragging you down. So, go for you, okay? Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so this one we've got the Queen of Cups. This is pile 3, by the way. We have the Queen of Queen of Cups with the cats. Say that 10 times fast, guys. So, Queen of Cups is is probably the most kind of like intuitive person or card that you can pull. She's about being connected with an intuition and your abilities and whatnot, okay? Just like being connected overall spiritually and listening to that intuition and your higher self, okay? Paying attention to signs and symbols along the way, all right? Strengthening that spiritual aspect of yourself, okay? And what the cats... Yeah, so the cats are bringing in this kind of nurturing aspect towards this, because usually with the cats there's a dual purpose. Like it's either literal sense of someone being catty, or needing the time to nurture yourself or nurture others around you, right? Because we got Mama Cat with her baby kittens, right? And as far as I see it, these baby kittens are the different faucets of what make you up as a person. So like emotion, mental, physical, spiritual, right? All these different faucets of your being, right? And needing to take care of that. So I feel that for this week you'll be nurturing these different intuitive aspects of yourself, or nurturing these spiritual aspects of yourself, while you continue onwards with your path and you continue your learning, okay? Just remember, you cannot compare what you are learning to what others have learned, okay? Because each person's spiritual journey is different, right? We can't compare ourselves with anybody else's journey because it's our journey alone, okay? And you might find that there are, like, say, bits and pieces, kind of like what I do, taking bits and pieces here and there from different spiritual paths and making them into something that is meant for you and you alone, right? Now, some people like to go by the book. Some people they like that structure. They like to know exactly what they're into. Other people, like myself, just like to fly by the seat of their pants. And if something works for them, it works for them, right? And I get the sense that for you, that's going to be kind of the same case, right? Like you're going to be taking different pieces from different areas, okay, that can assist you with your spiritual journey and your growth, okay, your learnings. So welcome to the Jack of all trades. Have fun with it, okay? Just really don't so much as question yourself and your abilities, Okay? It's just like riding a bike. There's practice involved. There's always going to be practice involved with things that we are learning, okay? And that comes down to doing our research, our discernment, and then finally putting it into motion and experimenting, right? We have to find those things that work for us, all right? So don't feel like you have to follow certain things because so and so told you you have to. No, you can take bits and pieces and then figure it out along the way what works for you and what doesn't. You don't have to strictly stay to one specific path, okay? There's a whole bunch of things that we can be learning out there in this big wide world, all right? It's just so much as finding what works for us, okay? And some people, they like that structure. They like knowing exactly, one thing and working with just one thing. But I have this sense that you'll be looking into different aspects and incorporating them into your practice when you get going along here. Okay, I'm not saying that this path is completely new to you, but what I'm saying is that there is this need to recognize these abilities for yourself, okay? And recognize that maybe a strict structure just isn't suited for you, okay? So kind of enjoy learning from different aspects and seeing what works for you, and don't be so stuck on what so and so says, or a person saying, oh no, you have to do it this way. Well, no, it's not. Just because this person does it this way doesn't mean it's going to work for you, okay? You need to keep that in mind, all right? So keep on going, feel in tune with that intuition and that spiritual path of yours, okay? And remember, practice, 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 practice. All right. All right. That's number 3. We're gonna move those over there. What are we talking about here? Thunder. Feel the thunder. Okay, we got something coming up there. Something brewing. Something brewing. All right. But like a happy brew. Like a good thing coming. Like a good thing. Okay, yeah, I can see that. All right. Maybe a good thing, but an unexpected thing. Okay. But it's definitely unexpected, and it's going to require you to be in line with that strength. Okay. Knowing that you are strong enough to take on this unexpected news, or this unexpected opportunity. All right. So sorry, we have the strength, and then we have the letter. Okay. Now, this unexpected news is going to be of a positive note, but it's almost as if it's going to make you kind of like slow down a little bit and really like question things, if that makes sense. Like, certainly be open to this news coming through, this unexpected news coming through, or this unexpected opportunity. It's kind of like one of those situations where, you know, you get used to a certain pattern, day in and day out kind of idea, and then something comes along and it kind of throws your day off a little bit. This is the same kind of feeling that I'm getting. That's why the strength is paired in with that. So I feel like it might throw your day off a wee bit, but it's going to be more of like a good throw your day off type of idea. Like, not like, oh, this is bad news. No. This is news that you've been hoping for. You've been asking for a while. And it's like, oh, now is the time that you decide to show up? well, okay, well, thank you, but it could have happened like, I don't know, 2 months ago. Kind of, I feel like that's what I'm feeling. But whatever the case is just, even though it's unexpected, make sure that you have that strength there to kind of like keep you grounded for when that news does come around. Okay? Because overall, this is like positive, but how it's coming through is kind of like take you out of like surprise, like take you back by surprise. And it might be because of the fact that you're getting out of like kind of like a situation where you needed this strength to kind of push you through. So whether that has to deal with like, because now they're showing me two things. One is more of a like a so they're showing me like results. So I don't know if this has to do with results, like waiting for results for say health wise, or waiting for results on like court wise. But they're showing me some type of results, um, but they keep switching between like say a hospital bed and you know those like old, like you see it on I don't know if they actually still have them in courthouses, but like the old court chairs, they're like massive chairs, but and they're really heavy. But that's what they're showing me is this court chair and then this hospital bed. So I don't know if it has, I don't know if for some of you it might be waiting for those answers on the medical side of things, or some of you are waiting for answers on this legal situation. But it's kind of like the news from this is kind of like unexpected news, but it's positive unexpected news. So I get the sense that you've had to like deal with like the waiting game and requiring that strength, or digging down to find that strength and keeping yourself grounded while you wait for these results. So whatever the results are, they're coming. They're on the way. Okay, they're on the way. That it's clearly on the way because, like I said, it's unexpected, but it's there. It's there. It's completely there. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. A little confusing, but it's good. Just know that it's good. Okay. It's a good outcome, and it's going to be good news. If that card was in reverse, I'd be like, ooh, not so good. Not so good. But anyways, now we will take a look, lovelies, at the energy for this week. See what the collective energy is. See what is going on for that. And then I shall bid you adieu and wish you on your merry well way. And hopefully, with everything going on for everybody, it goes smoothly this week, and hopefully leading into more positive things into the next week as well. Okay, energy for this week, please and thank you. Oh, we got friendship. It says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay? And that can be said about any relationship, to be honest. Even to the people that don't stick around. Okay? People that come and go into our life. People that are there temporarily. People that decide to stay with us for many, many moons. Okay? Each person that we interact with, each person that we have had a relationship with, we learn things from them about ourselves, about, aspects in our life. But even though we are learning from them, they are also learning from us. And sometimes within relationships, sometimes we need to walk away from them too, right? And it's not so much as leaving things on a negative or sour note, but it's just so much as that we've outgrown the lessons that we've learned from them, or they've outgrown the lessons that we had to teach them. Okay, but either way, the friends, the circles that you have right now, the circles that you have right now are important at this time, especially with all this transition energy that is coming through for this week. Okay, so really rely on your friends for that soundboard and the different perspectives and the different teachings that they may have for you for this week. Okay, and it's not just this week, but really, truly, when it comes down to it, for as long as you have this relationship with this person, okay, or these people, I should say. So there you have it. That was this week's message, and I hope you all have a fantastic week ahead, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Yeah? All right, cheers, everyone.